Hey guys, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2008 Marvel film produced by Warner Brothers. Distributed by Universal as well. The Incredible Hulk, starring Edward Norton as Bruce Banner, Liv Tyler as Dr. Betty Ross. We have who is it? Louis Leterrier is the director. Tim Roth is Emil Blonsky, who's also Abomination. So this is the second movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that was planned for the amazing universe we have now. Obviously, Mark Ruffalo was recasted as Bruce Banner. Edward Norton was not asked to return as Bruce Banner for various reasons. I thought he did an okay job as Bruce. Mark is obviously much better as Bruce, and we'll talk about Mark as Bruce Banner in Avengers when we talk about 2012's Avengers down the road. So this film is very simple. There's 3 battles. The prologue of this movie is how Bruce got gamma radiation from the experiments that he and Betty were doing at the university that they were both working at. We then have the first third of the movie taking place in Brazil, where there's a battle of the Hulk being found out that he is the Hulk. Stanley has a beautiful cameo drinking Hulk blood-infused soda that was made in a plant in Brazil that Bruce Banner happened to be working in. So then there's that one singular battle. Emil Blonsky, the soldier that he is hired to specifically capture Bruce Banner in Brazil. Doesn't work. The second battle is after Emil gets a super soldier injection, because that's the concept of why this particular general, who is Betty's father, is trying to capture Edward Norton's Bruce Banner because he wants to revitalize the super soldier program, which first started with Captain America and then obviously died. So Emil gets a little bit of super soldier serum to make him go faster and stuff. So he then fights Bruce Banner as the Hulk at the university where Betty works. Okay. Second third of the movie. Last third of the movie takes place in New York, where Emil turns into Abomination, the Marvel villain Abomination, and he has a battle with Hulk. Eventually, Hulk starts to choke him out with a chain, and then Betty says, "Stop!" And Hulk actually listens to him, and the general's like, he can be controlled. It's interesting. And then Tony Stark appears at the end of the movie. Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark appears at the end of the movie, and he's like, all right, and we're putting together a team, which is the Avengers, right? So this movie didn't technically have a post-credit scene. I think this is one of the only Marvel movies without a post-credit scene, because it ends with Bruce Banner in British Columbia doing some meditation. His eyes turn green, and then it cuts to the general drinking at a bar, and Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Tony Stark, comes into play and talks to the general. But there's no post-credit scene. So this movie was good on a story front. It's very simple. It's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Brazilian fight, campus university fight, New York fight, right? The fight takes place in Harlem in front of the Apollo Theater, so it was nice to see some little historical bits come through. But that's it. That's it. It's the introduction of Bruce Banner's character, the little fights of him showing his strength, which is pretty neat, and then we see that again when he comes back into play in Avengers. Marvel's The Avengers, however you want to call it, which was the first Disney-produced Marvel movie, which, again, we'll talk about. But I didn't hate this movie. I don't love this movie. It is a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, so you do watch it when you are watching your Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, because obviously Edward Norton was recast as Mark Ruffalo, as Bruce Banner, as the Hulk, the four-way there, right there. And then Terrence Cooper was recast as what's his name? Don Cheadle as Rhodey. Amazing. He plays an amazing Rhodey. Don't get me wrong. I love him as the newer Rhodey moving forward from Iron Man 2 and on. But yeah, what do you guys think of the Incredible Hulk? Do you think that it was a good representation of the Hulk? I think the representation of the Hulk, of Mark Ruffalo's representation of the Hulk in the Avengers films, is way more poetic, especially in Thor Ragnarok. Oh my god, hysterical. Wonderful. Yeah, that's it. Mucho mahalo, guys.